Hello, I'm going to show you about a feature in your TimeTrack you might not be aware of. It's an automated scheduling system. It's in TimeTrack, so you can schedule things that you know you have to do that have to be done in a particular sequence. It's set up to do formal evaluations. It happened because a Sam in New York City called me once and said, "Hey, Mark, this is really tough having to schedule all four parts of the formal evaluation system for all the teachers in my building. It takes me forever to put it on my TimeTrack. Wouldn't it be nice if TimeTrack would just put those four pieces on for every one of my teachers and then put them on as a tentative event? So then I could click and drag them where they needed to be. It would save me a lot of time," the Sam said. And we then talked with our techs, Jim Mercer, and then our designer, the wonderful Eric Kramer, and they came up with connected events. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to do this by sharing a calendar where the principal's given me permission to show you his TimeTrack. This is Christopher Kirby from Georgia. When Christopher wants to use connected events, he goes to the TimeTrack logo on the upper left-hand side and then goes down to connected events and clicks schedule formal evaluation. He then has a choice. He can say he would like to pick the people from his list, or he can select from a group. So I can go to a group and I can pick fourth grade, and it picks the 3 people in his fourth grade. Or if I wanted to do more than that, I can go ahead and just randomly select, and let's pick 7 or 8 people here. So there's 7. Then I go to the next screen and I tell TimeTrack when I want this to occur. And so I want the first one to be done on the 16th. So I want the first events to begin scheduling on the 16th of November. And I'm going to want to finish in December with this group. And so let's say December 18th. And then TimeTrack asks me if I want to schedule this as a pre-conference, and yes, I do. And it gives me a choice of what kind of descriptor I want. And I can change the descriptor if I wish, non-directive. It assumes I'm going to do one observation for 60 minutes, but I could change that to 45 or 90, whatever I'd like. It also gives me the option of having additional observations, but we'll just do one here for this demonstration. Then it also assumes I need some office work prep time to do the paperwork for the evaluation, and then a post-conference with the teacher. Now I'm going to go ahead and select over here, make these events tentative on the TimeTrack. I do that because then it will give a certain symbol, which I'll show you in just a moment, to make sure I'm aware that the computer put this event on TimeTrack. A human didn't. Now it asks me if I want more than a day between each event. And I might want to have 2 days between the pre-conference and the first observation. It also gives me the option of saying when during the school day I would like to do the actual observations. And I'll say between 9 and let's say 3 in the afternoon. Then it says, we're going to try and put these on this TimeTrack. And so I click Start Scheduling, and it looks and finds an empty space on the TimeTrack for all 28 events, just like that. So let's see what that looks like. Let's go to the week of the 16th. And now I see some events that look a little different. If I look at Monday, and let's go ahead and look at a one-day view for Monday, I can see that he has some events that have first a little chain link on the left. That tells me it's a connected event. That little white circle in the corner tells me a human hasn't looked at this. Instead, it was put on this TimeTrack by the computer. And so I can look at it and say, well, that time won't work for Shanita, but 11 o'clock would. So I can put my cursor to the left and I can move it to 11. And now I can open the event up, and you see the circle went away for Shanita. So it's telling me that a person actually set this. I can now see the other events that are connected to this pre-conference. The observation planned for November 19th, evaluation prep on the 23rd, and on the 30th, a post-conference. Now, TimeTrack will also, in addition to letting me see each event on the calendar, I can also go back up to the TimeTrack logo, go to connected events and say, show me all of my scheduled events. If I say show them to me, it will show me how they are sequenced and who has a tentative event scheduled. Now I can go ahead and print this if I wish. And many SAM principals go ahead and do that. and then sit down with the teachers and say, here's the tentative plan for your formal evaluation cycle. What changes would you like? And then the teacher might go ahead and say, well, I'd like this on Wednesday or this on Thursday. And then the SAM goes ahead and clicks and drags those items to make them fit. So TimeTrack has this automated scheduling system. It's here to make your work just a little bit easier. Now I can go ahead and delete all these events by simply coming down and clicking delete all. Ask me if I really want to, and I say, yes, I do. And now I have them off of Christopher Kirby's TimeTrack. So connected events is designed as an automated scheduling system to make it easier for you to go ahead and schedule things that you know you must get done in a particular time frame. Another way of using connected events would be to go to connected events, go to schedule formal evaluation, go ahead and pick the people you want to do. We'll do the core leaders this time, a group of 4 people. And I can say when I want to do this, 11/12 through, let's say, the end of Thanksgiving week. And now instead of doing a formal evaluation, I might just want to do a couple of observations followed by a feedback session. So I could say, let me do a walkthrough, another walkthrough, and then let me have a non-directive feedback piece with this particular teacher. I can change the times to say 10 minutes and 10 minutes for the walkthroughs. And for the feedback session, I might do 20 minutes. And I can say, make sure this is put on as tentative. Then I can say how many days I want between the walkthroughs and then the post-conference. I can say when I want to do the walkthroughs, and maybe I'll do it between 9 o'clock in the morning and say 10:30 in the morning. And then I say TimeTrack, put these on my schedule. So this is kind of another way of using connected events. This time, instead of doing it for the formal evaluation, I'm doing it as a way of being able to get into the classroom to see what the teacher is doing. So I'm doing a seeing instruction followed by a feedback session. Now, if I open one of these up, I can see that this principal has 2 observations and a post-conference scheduled with this teacher. I can go up to the TimeTrack logo, go to connected events and say, show me the scheduled events, all the ones coming up in the future. And now I can see the sequence. I can see I have an observation with this particular teacher, Rebecca Irwin. And then I have another one with her a couple of days later, and then a post-conference scheduled. I'm going to go ahead and delete these so I don't mess up Mr. Kirby's TimeTrack, because I just wanted to use his TimeTrack as an example of how you do connected events. So connected events, pretty easy to do. You go to the TimeTrack logo, go to connected events, and then you click schedule formal evaluation, and then you follow the prompts. So this kind of automated scheduling can be really helpful. I would suggest if you use it, start out with 3 or 4 teachers you're going to try it with, and then expand out. Don't try and do everyone all at once. Also, make sure your TimeTrack has the things you must do on it first, because it's only going to put these connected events, these automated placed events, on places that are already empty on your TimeTrack. It won't conflict with another event. Hey, enjoy your TimeTrack, enjoy your work, and congratulations, you're doing great. Take care.